finally got you into horror.
Yeah.
When was your first haunted house? The very first one that you ever went to? Was it like a
It's a local haunted house.
Yeah.
I mean, it was probably really early, actually, because they used to have, the schools would do them.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of fundraisers, and
yeah, I remember that.
some local churches would do some as a fundraiser. Even though now they don't really do that, and that's how I actually got into haunt acting, was volunteering for the churches. There's a lot of acting involved with the judgment houses, though. So, I mean, but they always made me play like a demon. I never got to play the person being saved, but I'd always have some lines because they knew I was theater trained.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's why they invited me to start doing it. I did it for a few years. Just for free and fun.
Yeah.
But we always had a scene, and usually I was either judging somebody or throwing them into hell.
Buddy, man, I wish I would have been there to see that.
And throwing people into hell, that always got some good scared looks on that. Like, oh my God, did they just like break her arm? Like, cause
oh gosh.
Girl I was doing it with, she would always like slap the wall. That way it just sounded like a big old thud.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
Oh, she sounds good. I bet she was. Oh, that's wonderful, honey. But anyway, so that's how you got into that. Did you do anything else?
Mm-hmm.
Did you do any other like acting houses, or was that the only one that you ever did?
I mean, I did some local ones. We tried to do one when I started teaching.
Okay.
But they were like, well, we don't want the haunted house. So we ended up doing like a play. I was Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
And I was there.
She was a werewolf. Well,
wow.
on the backside of a werewolf.
I was cured.
She was cured. I had to cure the werewolf to make it kid-friendly. But it was more like a Scooby-Doo-ish skit. It was spooky.
Yeah.
Not scary.
But it was good.
Yeah.
It was so good. So, that's awesome. I remember that. Of course, I was there. So, what you're saying is that you didn't start going to these major haunts until us.
Well, no, I went to a few.
Oh.
Did a haunted cavern or haunted Ruby Falls a few years.
That's right.
Did Nashville Nightmare before they built the perimeter.
So you actually went in.
Yeah, I went back without him.
So what we're talking about a good friend of Earl's, and a pretty good friend of mine. I met this person, and he actually worked at the hospital with us. They were gonna go in, and he was like, "Oh no!"
Chickened out.
Well, I wasn't gonna say that, but
he chickened out.
Changed his mind.
We had like a $10 off coupon and everything. We'd been walking around the mall, and they just handed them out. We're like, "Hey, let's go." They're like, "Yeah." And we got there. He's like, "Oh, no. No.
You should.
I was like, come on.
You should have left him in the parking lot.
Yeah. That might have scared him even more. Because they didn't have the perimeter then.
Oh my God.
So they were just out there walking in the parking lot.
Oh my God. Oh, he would have been home by himself.
They didn't really make it as far as we parked. But they might have if they knew, he was out there, and they might have come around the car like,
They might have messed with him. Oh.
They might have messed with him.
Yeah, and he would have left you there. I'm sure. I'm pretty sure he would have left.
But they've built Nashville Nightmare up quite a bit since then.
Well, I didn't go until the perimeter was built. So I didn't see the open concept.
Yeah. And it's just a bunch of shipping containers around the perimeter. It's pretty cool. But a lot of them are doing that because shipping containers are cheaper.
Yeah. So my first haunt, because we're all dying to hear about that. I was young. I was very, very young. I was never in one. Wanted to so bad.
Never acted in one.
Yeah. Never acted in one. Wanted to so bad. So bad. Some of my friends were acting in one. It was in Rickman, Tennessee, between Cookeville and Livingston. This was actually some of my friends' parents. They put on a school fundraiser one, and it was in a barn. I actually never got to go and see it, but a lot of my close friends was in it, and I wanted to be in it so bad. But of course, my parents were like, no. I'm not going to let you do that. So, I never got to see it. I never got to be in it. So that never happened. But, my very first one, of course, was in a cornfield. When I was older, I was about 16, and I went with, a good friend of mine, because he was like, you know what, you've never been to one, why don't you come with me? And I was like, perfect, fantastic, let's go. And I really didn't notice then, but I wasn't scared. We kind of just walked through the maze, and they would poke out, and it's like, oh, okay. But I just, for some reason, I never really noticed that if it scared me or not. I don't know, I just really didn't think about it. But anyway, we went through it, and it was pretty good. We didn't do many. We didn't do a lot. And then I met you many years later. Many years later. And I can't remember what it was. I think it was just random, and you asked me about HHN, and I was like, why not? Sure. You started telling me about it. There was 10 houses, and
I've been wanting to do it forever. I've been wanting to do this since like early 2000s. Of course, well, I gotten interested into the Fright Fest because they put up all the Walking Dead commercials. I was like, that would be fun. And then HHN got it too, and they started putting up more commercials.
Yeah.
That got closer to Tennessee.
Yeah, I wish you would have asked me earlier. But I mean, you didn't know. We were getting to know each other, and he noticed that I really didn't like scary movies. I can't do them. Freddy, Jason, slashers, I can't do them. So probably from that, he probably figured that I wouldn't like scary houses either. But that's not the case. That's not the case at all. So, you know, because I'm weird. I'm just weird like that. But yeah, just one day he was like, you want to go? I was like, I do. Let's go. And that was an adventure in itself. What really got us into doing all of this was HHM. That's where we started. No. Because we did that one haunt in Rickman together with my sister.
Yeah. Asylum Hill. At the Rickman Fire Department. Of course, now they do the Dodson Branch Road in Cookeville.
Yeah. That right there got me to thinking, wait a minute. this stuff doesn't scare me. Because my sister, Sarah, my sweet sister, came with us. She's younger than me. Came with us, and love her to death. But she was all about, I'm going to go first. I'm going to be first. It's going to be great. We got in there. Now, it was not a touch. I'm so glad that we did.
Old school, like haunted house, like kind of community haunted house. They're building pallet walls. They're black tarp. I know a lot of people would knock them for that, but guys, it was a good haunt. I mean, it really was. It kicked off this whole adventure that we started together. HHM really kicked it off completely, but Rickman, I mean, really got me to thinking, hey, wait a minute, this stuff doesn't scare me, because my sister was all about going first, and so glad that we didn't do touch. That would have been just a disaster. Yeah, they have 3 levels.
Yeah.
She wanted to do the first level.
Me, not Sarah. Yeah. Me. I wanted to do the first level where we go in and they wave at you and they say hello, hi. That's for the kids.
No, we can do better.
Because
by knowing what I know now, she can do better. She can do level 3.
Yes. But I'm glad that we didn't do level 3. Sarah wouldn't have been able to handle it. She would have ran. There's no way. So anyway, yeah, I would have been able to handle it. But I really wanted to do level 1 because the thought of waving, hi, that's so sweet. That's just so sweet. Still, we did level 2. And we got in there. And the second we got in there, Sarah stopped.
She couldn't move.
She wouldn't move. I was like, Sarah, honey, she wouldn't move. I'm like, and I looked back at Earl. I'm like, okay, fine. I'm taking charge, buddy. I grabbed her. I put her behind me. Buddy, we went. The second I grabbed her and I put her behind me, I noticed this big old, and I'm telling you, this big old burly man in this black cloak. He had some kind of mask. I can't even remember. Some kind of mask on, just towering over me and Sarah. Just me and Sarah. I mean, not Earl, of course. My tall man. A tall man. But towering over me and Sarah. And I was like, oh, I see.
You're also hungry, damn.
Yeah. We were. But he looked at me and he's like doing this with his head and stuff. And I did it back to him. I was like, you don't scare me. At that moment, I realized, hey, this stuff doesn't scare me. I think I can run with this. I think that I actually enjoy doing this. So, pretty much from that moment on, I decided that if Earl ever asked me to do any of this again, that I would do it. That was pretty much the beginning of our adventure. So, it was a nice kickoff, I think.